Solo Leveling episode 3 just wrapped up, and I'm gonna be honest, that was not a great episode. It was definitely the weakest of the three so far. But I have some thoughts, some things that I think were absolutely horrendous in this episode, and some things that I think were legit pretty good. And I'm actually kind of liking that they're going in that direction. First thing I want to talk about is just the absolute insanity that it would be to have a game system in the real world when he's like, oh, this is like a game, and everyone's like, the hell is wrong with this guy? He's insane. Seeing screens in front of you all of a sudden would be real effed up. And if I think about a future world where we're like, gonna have augmented reality, it's gonna kind of be like when people started to have headphones in their ears, and if you went through this, you kind of saw that, wow, this guy's talking to himself, but you didn't realize he's actually on the phone with someone with his AirPods. But yeah, like you definitely get that crazy vibe. I like the jumping in the other world when he failed to do his training that he was supposed to do. I kind of like the way they kind of portrayed that and the intensity of his emotions. It was great. Him running around. I will say this. There's some art in this episode which made me really concerned for the future of the show. You see it on screen now, but there's a moment when he's fighting the goblins and his art is all deformed in the background, and I'm just like, what are we watching? His legs are like distorting in weird ways. That being said, when they go up close, it's super nice. So anyway, the other thing, Hunter Shaw's in this episode, and they're really trying to introduce her a couple of times. Now it's twice in 3 episodes, and I'm okay with it. Honestly, one of my big gripes with Solo Leveling, not completely spoiler for the manhwa, but still something to mention. They're not great at kind of building up that character, in my opinion, at least in a consistent way. They like burst her into the story, and then she disappears for a very long period of time. But with this way of like slow introduction, introducing her here and there, and this like popping in and out of other moments that are happening in the story, I think there's a chance that we kind of maybe get a little bit more appreciation for her as a character in this. Though I think she's a fan favorite without a doubt. That being said, looking forward to that. Other things, this episode felt really slow. When I think about the manhwa, it's not that slow when I think about the manhwa, but it does feel like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever to get us to a point where Sung Jin Woo's not continuously traumatized or stuff like that. I'm like, is it gonna be like episode 5, 6, 7? Like, how long is this gonna take? I'm so impatient because Solo Leveling's been such a long wait. Guys, what are your thoughts? Not a ton to say about this episode, but definitely my least favorite so far.